unlock the power of time intelligence in the DAX. Discover how parallel period, date add, and same period last year can help to track performance over time. For example, it allows us to compare current data with the last year, helping to assess growth, decline, or stability. It enhances trend analysis. We can manage that how the sales or other key metrics change during the time during the year to day, provide a valuable insight into business cycle, and support forecasting by analyzing historical data in the context of previous period. We can more accurate predict future performance and make informed decision. Imagine you have a new task of sales performance and wants to compare the current quarter's sales with the same quarter from the previous year. You want to spot trends and understand how sales are evolving year over year to make informed decision about upcoming strategy. Solution using parallel period. This function can help us to shift the date range back by a specific time period. Here we consider quarter to compare sales. We are enabled to measure growth, identify a slow period, and adjust strategies accordingly. In this measure, parallel period shift the sales order date by 1 quarter. Because of that is mentioned -1. And then calculate total sales for that period. Then we can use this to compare current quarter sales to the same quarter last year. Complexity without a parallel period would be very painful because we should follow a more complex logic to filter dates and compare periods, leading to harder to manage the DAX function. This scenario is about analyze growth pattern and adjust business strategies accordingly. But how? Imagine tracking the monthly growth of the sales and want to see that how the sales of the current month compared to the sales of same month but last year. Our solution is about the date add. With that one, easily we can shift the date by any time interval, day, month, quarter, years to compare value across different periods. If we don't have date add, we should manually manage date filters by creating more complicated expression and different function to achieve same result. But with the date add, we are able to shift the order date by 12 months backward, essentially fetching the sales from the same month last year. We can use this to track month over month performance year over year. How many employees stay with the company in the current year versus the same period last year? The company would like to assess if their new retention initiatives are working. We need a DAX measure to calculate employee retention year over year. Easily, same period last year function can help us to compare the number of retained employees this year with the same period from the previous year. This measure counts how many employees were with the company during the same period last year. By comparing this with the current year's data, HR can assess whether retention efforts are making a difference and make informed adjustment to their strategy. A retail company wants to analyze performance across different time periods. to evaluate both sales growth and customer engagement. To know about how much the sales have increased, decreased when comparing the same period this year and last year, quarter trend, how the sales have fluctuated quarter over quarter for a seasonal analysis, and engagement, how many customers engage with their service during a promotional campaign compared to a previous month. Solution. When we use the same period last year, we have possibility to compare the performance for a specific period this year with the exact same period last year. When we use DateAdd, we have flexibility to shift time period by month, quarter, or years. And when applying parallel period, we have a chance to analyze performance from the same quarter across different years or for a seasonality.